the day LeBron James decided to become the best basketball player. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. So you all know that LeBron James is an American basketball player with the Los Angeles Lakers. James first garnered national attention as the top high school basketball player in the country. With his unique combination of size, athleticism, and court vision, he became a four-time NBA MVP. After leading the Miami Heat to titles in 2012 and 2013, James returned to Cleveland and helped the franchise claim its first championship in 2016. James was born on December 30, 1984 in Akron, Ohio. At an early age, James showed a natural talent for basketball. He was recruited by St. Vincent St. Mary High School to join their basketball team in 1999. Overall, James scored 2,657 points, 892 rebounds, and 523 assists during his 4 years there. As a freshman, James averaged 18 points per game. He helped the team to a Division III state title by scoring 25 points in the championship game. Word of his advanced basketball skills spread, and James received several honors for his performance. As a high school sophomore, James was chosen for the USA Today All-USA First Team, and he was the first sophomore ever selected for this award. His team also won the Division III state title for the second year in a row. The following school year, James was named Parade Magazine's High School Boys Basketball Player of the Year and Gatorade Player of the Year. Following the end of his junior year, James was such a strong player that he contemplated going pro. With his impressive record, it was no surprise that James was the first player picked in the 2003 NBA draft straight out of high school. The Cleveland Cavaliers signed a powerful young forward, and he proved to be a valuable addition to the then struggling franchise. The team had ended the previous season in 8th place in the Eastern Conference. During the 2003-2004 season, James made history when he became the first member of the Cavalier franchise to win the NBA Rookie of the Year award. He also became the youngest player at only 20 years old to receive this honor. Additionally, James, averaging 20 points per game at this time, became one of the only 3 rookies to accomplish this feat, featuring him in the same company as Michael Jordan and Oscar Robertson. James continued to excel professionally in the NBA the following season, upping his average points per game to 27.2. He made NBA history again in 2005 when he became the youngest player to score more than 50 points in one game. In 2006, James helped his team defeat the Washington Wizards in the first round of playoffs action. From there, the Cavaliers took on the Detroit Pistons in the Eastern Conference semifinals, and James scored an average of 26.6 per game in this postseason matchup. But it wasn't enough to secure victory for his team. While his team wasn't at the top of the rankings, James himself continued to receive special recognition for his abilities. In 2006, James reached a new contract agreement with the Cavaliers. The team proved to be stronger competitors the following season, defeating Detroit to win the Eastern Conference. In the NBA Finals against the San Antonio Spurs, however, the Cavaliers lost their championship bid in 4 consecutive games. During the 2007-08 season, James continued to help the Cavaliers improve their standing in the Eastern Conference. The team made it to the semifinals, where they were defeated by the Boston Celtics in 7 games. In terms of individual performance, James had a stellar year, outperforming such rivals as Kobe Bryant and Allen Iverson by scoring an average of 30 points per game, the highest average in the NBA regular season. Early in the 2008-09 season, sports journalists and fans began talking about James' future in the sport. He had the option to become a free agent in 2010, and there was much discussion as to where James would end up. Some journalists identified the New York Knicks as a potential suitor for the rising player. James made several references to his impending free agent status, but he was sure to downplay the matter. "I am focused on the team that I am on right now, and I'm winning a championship. I don't think about making a change at this point," James told reporters. Shortly after becoming a free agent, James announced he would be joining the Miami Heat for the 2010-2011 season. His fans in Cleveland were less than pleased, and many considered his departure a betrayal to his hometown. Soon after James's announcement, Cleveland Cavaliers majority owner Dan Gilbert wrote an open letter declaring James's decision as selfish, heartless, and a cowardly betrayal. Unfazed, James finished second in the league during his first season with the Heat, scoring 26.7 points per game. The 2011-12 season saw major success for James and the Miami Heat. With his team's victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Finals, the superstar forward finally earned his first title. In the clinching Game 5, James scored 26 points and had 11 rebounds and 13 assists. I made a difficult decision to leave Cleveland, but I understood what my future was about, James told Fox Sports following the game. I knew we had a bright future in Miami. And guys, that's all for today, but this doesn't mean that we have only this much to tell you about LeBron. We will definitely tell you more about him in our next upcoming videos. In the meantime, I hope you liked the video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing videos from us.